Good morning, everybody. This is Tikwe, also known as Richard. And yesterday we played a game against Viper Egg. He was playing as the Mongols, I was playing as the French. And if you have seen my channel, you've seen I've primarily focused on playing the French quite heavily, in the last few months since the game has been out, even after the upgrade to the horsemen, just to kind of learn to play them good. I'm still maybe a bit highly anxious when I'm playing against the Mongols because I'm not 100% sure of the strategy against them, especially when they go for like the kind of play they did in this game. So we'll be watching the game from the French perspective. Um, but also pointing out everything Viper did well in this game, because from my side, I'm very impressed with what I saw, and I just didn't have anything to counter him, and there was a lot of early pressure and a lot of good tips from this video that I think you guys can take from. But yeah, let's jump into it. It is on Dry Arabia, and I'm starting on the right side of the map, and he's starting on the left side of the map. Um, you can see on the little borders here, you see the little three arrows, that means level 60. And so I'm 60 plus 1 is 70, he's 70, 80, 90, 110, 120 odd is his level. So he's pretty experienced player. He's done his time in the game. So, it is to be expected that he's actually practiced because if you get that far in, you probably have some experience under the belt. There's nothing bad to say about there. But pretty nice guy. He's very excited for the video. Viper Egg, I also do apologize that this took a bit of time to get out. Yesterday when I recorded it, the sound bugged out at the end, so I had to re-record, and we were just stuck doing a few other things. So we start with the standard six villagers on sheep, and your first two sheep you just get you see walking back here. You kind of just select them and send them. I keep on my first scout on control 1, second scout control 3, town center control 2. So no matter where I am on the map, I can just hop through, you know, micromanage them while I'm on my scout. I can press 2 once and just keep training villagers. So a very easy way to micro your villagers. You'll see the house come out, try and keep it kind of within the ring. At this point, I think I was microing them a bit too much because the sheep were widely spread. Um, but you can see the house will go down very shortly, and then there we go. There's a little sheep here at the back as well. Um, let's hop over to Viper's X perspective. So he did get some really nice sheep at the back of his base. Always do check the back of your base. I had a double scout start, and I'm sitting on, was that two, five, let's say five sheep, right? He just ran through the back of his base, and he already has, five sheep. He missed this little one here, but he also has four sheep. So not a big difference, and I am 60 food down on him for that, right? So I do prefer the double scout start. It is quite nice to just get a stable food supply, especially in maps where you don't have water. But he is very, very heavy on food, as you can see here. He has the single villager on gold. We're a little bit ahead because I think we have a bit more on gold. We have three, four on gold actually. What I also like to do is get the wheelbarrow upgrade. And I was thinking of playing defensive against them. Um, because with the Mongols, there's a problem at the moment. When you go for a raid as the French, there's something wrong with their villagers that kind of adopts the movement speed of whatever is chasing them. So here the scouts 100% fine can chase the villager. He garrisons his villagers. I got a little too close there and he gets a free sheep because of it. So just be very careful. Just keep an eye on that. It's a really nice little trick to um, steal a few sheep or to get a lucky steal there. You see here we're just microing the scout. We missed this little sheep back here. And now the Khan is was it the Khan? Yeah, there we go. The Khan is actually very close to the base, harassing these units. So you can't, it's like 2 or 4 damage, 2 damage per shot. So it doesn't do a lot, but he has the attack speed increase that he can activate. Even without that, he is gonna eventually pick off one of these villagers. So you can't just keep on farming gold, right? Uh, because you are going to lose that villager. So I'm forced to bring my scout back, and I'm eventually forced to take these villagers and kind of challenge this. Because if I don't, there's a very high possibility I'm going to lose the villager, right? So the villagers get pulled. This is seen as idle time because I'm away from my gold mine, and he can kite this out very well. So that's all he's doing, and I can't chase that because then my scout's gonna die, right? So it's a very difficult situation, very annoying. 100% the right thing to do as the Mongols early on. You're gonna get this free little villager kill here. There we go. So he's one villager down, one villager kill, one scout kill. So that's already a 2 villager disadvantage, and a scout is 60 food instead of 50. So it's 110 food very early on lead. I did get the amount of gold I need, so it's not a big deal. But I did also run out of food, or didn't get enough food, so I couldn't have put this School of Cavalry down the right time that I needed to. He's already halfway done with his deer stones, and I haven't even started, right? So now the Khan is coming again for a harassment. He has his scout out as well. So it's his scout and his Khan against just the one scout that I have. And I get the tower down. I should have put this maybe a little bit forward, like right here. And then you just keep 5 villagers on the gold mine. So what happens is, as soon as anything gets close, you just, if I select a villager, you press G to seek shelter, and as soon as they're in shelter, I think you press D, and they'll return back to whatever they were busy with. So I pull a few villagers off the sheep now to get back onto gold. And you can see my gold. I don't want it to run out because I wanted to go for the Royal Knights. I am fast building this landmark, the School of Cavalry, so we can catch up what we've lost. But we also lose economy because of it, because now my food supply is dwindling again. Um, and again, right here, I have to invest another 100 wood in a in the outpost because of the Khan. I can't even chase this down with a spearman because it's a ranged archer. So I need archers, which I'll only be able to do in the feudal age, right? Which is now. So I need an archery range. But I lost another villager. I don't know why this villager is chasing him down. I kind of bring him back eventually. Um, but he's economic booming right now very, very well. He has the barracks out, he's right on top of the Uvu, the archery range on top of the Uvu. The Uvu is actually almost depleted this stone but so he gets the double production on the archers and on the spearmen. You can see there the 4 spearmen is coming out, and he's already on the 2 archers. So Khan scout 2 villagers down. He has 4 archers. He has the spearmen rolling in. So I can't go into cavalry because the spearmen will counter me. So this is all I have, but that won't do anything against spearmen. So I go for a market here because I have the heavier gold, and from my previous games, if it wasn't this aggressive, or if I played a bit better in the early game to control my scouts and my villagers, I was actually able to put down a archery range and challenge these archers with archers and royal knights. I think it would have been possible to extend this game, but I get the market down. I have the villagers on gold. I decided to go for a heavy stone to kind of stop this harassment that's happening on my base because the gold and the food is outside of my defense ring, so I can't do anything there. So I see the military units come in, and I'm pushing the Royal Knights forward just to kind of distract them from harassing these villagers or picking off these villagers, because four archers will definitely do that. But it's another expensive loss here. If I lose the Royal Knight, that's 300 resources gone there. So now I'm about 1,000 resources done behind, and it's not even 9 minutes into the game. This is Castle Age time, and I'm trying to put up a wall. Um, so I'm trying to be defensive. I'm trying to, win time. If I had um, 1 or 2 more minutes to close off the front here and maybe just close off this corner here, even if it's very early game. For me, this single vein of gold, with all of this wood, would be enough to go into horsemen, use the wood, reinvest it into farms, and then use horsemen and mass archers to kind of counter or fight these units, and the strong French upgrades to counter that. But I didn't get the wall down. He's sitting on 12 archers, so he can just pick off villagers before I even get the wall up. And at this point, it's very, very difficult. So I didn't want to just give up. From any player's perspective, it's really nice to actually just try different strategies, because that's the only way you're going to learn. So you can see he's grouping his different military units right now. The easiest way I would have done it is like, if I'm Viper from his perspective, that would be control 3, this would be control 2. So now I'm just pressing 3. If they're garrisoned like that, I'll just move them back. 2, if there's any cavalry, I'll use the cavalry to charge. But that's the army versus a scout and a few villagers. I'm trying to finish off this wall. I used the market to buy extra stone so I can actually finish off this wall. So I knew I had this one point of defense. I could have probably taken a villager and closed off this with a wooden wall. That would have been possible. Wood. Apologies. What's nice about the Mongols as well, they have the opportunity. There's a little upgrade that they can do called siege engineering. But he went for the standard siege engineering. I would actually have liked to see him go for the improved siege engineering, because what that does, it gives them the opportunity to train springalds, trebuchets, mangonels. But that's applicable to Castle Age. You can see it says siege engineering improved plus H3, the Castle Age. So if you have a mass like this, and I did rush Castle Age, it would have been the right choice to kind of delay that, and now he has the opportunity to train the battering rams, to use his perfect wood advantage, and resource advantage, and he knows this side is closed off. So what's the point of even going there? He has free access to my town here. I have one Royal Knight out again. So I needed to go into an archery range, but I mean this is 30 military units and a ram. There's no way I'm gonna even be close to fighting this army. It's a really really clean game from him as the Mongols, and quite impressive because the Mongols are known for going Mangadai. That is their always archers, but he didn't. He actually went for like a similar playstyle to what you see with the English, where they go mass archers and spearmen, and then they rush you with the rams, or even sometimes with a few outbursts. So well done, very well done, Viper, for doing this game, and thank you very much for showing me how strong the Mongols can be. And I definitely have a few tactics that I'd like to try in the future against this. That's different to what we did here. But yeah, a really, really clean game. I think it's 30 seconds left. I'm just going to tap out here. From my perspective, I have nothing. I have outposts, I have some gold, too much invested into outposts. I lost way too many villagers, but at this point it's pretty much GG. But thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the content, please do leave a like and subscribe. It is a really nice video of the Mongols and how strong they can be and still are. Hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you guys back here again with some more videos. Hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.